What's up YouTubers, Mr. McRaven here, back again with another episode of Borderlands 2, and today's video is dedicated to all the special related Moxie weapons and items within the game. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you through each of the weapons and items in turn, and then we're going to go out, we're going to cause some trouble, and we're going to see how each of these weapons and items actually performs. But before I begin, if you want to know how to get hold of any of these weapons and items, then check the details in the description, and you'll be able to get any of these items for yourself. Now, before we take a look at the weapons themselves, one of the secret hidden facts about Moxie's weapons is that they all have the ability to heal you. Now, how this works is, if you haven't noticed before, all of Moxie's weapons have an elemental damage type. And what happens is when you shoot the enemy and you cause the elemental damage to take effect, all of the elemental damage that you cause the enemy gets returned to you in health. Now you won't actually see it happen like you would with a transfusion grenade, where you see the healing crosses coming towards you, things like that. But if you watch your health bar closely when using a Moxie weapon, you will see your health shooting up rather quickly when you're shooting enemies. So if you're using a build that doesn't have any health regen, or you don't have a relic that gives you health regeneration, then it could be quite a good idea to get hold of one of these Moxie weapons and keep it in one of your weapon slots, as it can come in really quite handy if you're tanking through enemies and you find yourself losing health quite quickly. So let's take a look at some of the weapons. Now, the top two we've got here are two SMGs, Miss Moxie's Bad Touch and Miss Moxie's Good Touch. Now, if we have a quick look here at the description below, where in the red text it says, "When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better." So the two SMGs are related. Now, both of these SMGs you can actually get in Sanctuary from Moxie herself, just by putting some money in the tip jar that is on the bar itself. Now, the Bad Touch is probably one of the few weapons that Moxie has that isn't actually fire damage one. This one's actually a corrosive damage weapon. But we'll take a closer look at this one. This one's a red one, and there's a nice picture of her on the magazine there, and it says Mad Moxie. So it's quite a nice looking SMG. And if we take a look at the damage, we've got 15,900 damage, high accuracy there at 94.3, fire rate's not too bad, reload speed 3.2, magazine 27, and a corrosive damage at 18,000. That's quite high, and the chance to corrode itself is 16%, so that's quite healthy. And of course, this damage will also get turned into health, as with all of her weapons. So when I'm good, I'm very good. 70% critical hit damage, that's always nice, and it has a highly effective versus armor. So you've got the corrosive SMG version. Now we're going to take a look at Miss Moxie's Good Touch, and this is a purpley pink, I'll say it's more purple than anything else, with white text on it, and again another picture of Moxie on the magazine there. So Miss Moxie's Good Touch, but when I'm bad, I'm better. So there we go. Damage 16,800. Again, accuracy is quite high. Fire rate's the same. Reload speed's a little bit quicker on this one, and the magazine size is slightly higher. And the bird damage per second is 21,000, and a chance to ignite 17%. So that's even higher than the last one. So it's got a good chance to cause elemental damage, and it's quite high. So you're going to be getting quite a lot of health back from this one. And again, it keeps the 70% critical hit damage. And this one is versus flesh. So that's the Good Touch and the Bad Touch, and either of these you can get hold of in Sanctuary by tipping Moxie at the bar. So that's fairly straightforward and simple. So now we're going to take a look at the Hot Hail. Now, if you want to get hold of this weapon, if you go to the Fink's Slaughterhouse in the fridge and you complete all the rounds, then you will get this weapon, which is an assault rifle. Looks quite nice. Mad Moxie there on the barrel, and there's a picture of Miss Moxie at the back on the stock. So again, quite a nice looking weapon, but to be honest, you wouldn't really want to use this in the game, and I'll explain a little bit later why you wouldn't want to actually use this as a weapon, because it's an absolute nightmare to get anything on target. But we'll show that later. But we'll take a look at the stats. Damage 21,000, accuracy is quite high because it's an assault rifle. Fire rate 9.7, not not too bad. Reload speed, that's quite healthy. Magazine size 37, so that's quite good. And burn damage 13,000, but the chance to ignite is only 6%, so it's nothing great in terms of chance to ignite. But well, we'll see when you actually use this weapon a little bit later. What plaything can you offer me today? 150% critical hit damage. So when it hits, it's certainly going to pack a punch, but it's all a case of actually getting it to hit. But if you're a collector and you want to collect all the weapons, then this is one you can collect. So that's Fink Slaughterhouse in the fridge if you want to get that one. Okay, moving on to a more well-known one. This is the Hot Kitten. I actually quite like using this assault rifle. It looks quite nice, purple, with the twin barrels, and the Mad Moxie on the rather huge magazine there. And there's Moxie on the back there. So quite a nice little assault rifle. Definitely one worth using. And the damage on this is 20,000 times 3. Burn damage 13,000. Same chance to ignite as the Hot Hail, but this one's going to be doing a shitload more damage. Accuracy is quite high. The fire rate's a little bit slower. Reload speed 3 seconds. Magazine size a bit bigger there at 42. So we're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. And this is highly effective versus flesh. So this one I have actually used quite a lot, and it's quite a good little assault rifle to use. Certainly better than the Hot Hail. Now this one is another one that's related to Moxie, Gentleman's Chère-amie. Oh, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. My French isn't all that good. So if we take a look at the this sniper rifle, you can see here there's Moxie on the stock. So it's not a bad looking assault rifle. It keeps the sniper rifle keeps the same kind of theme as the Bad Touch SMG. So it's quite a nice looking little sniper rifle there. So if we take a look at the stats, damage 50,500, accuracy 96. Well, it's going to be high because it's a sniper rifle. Fire rate 1.6. Reload speed 4 seconds, magazine size of 5, and the electrocute damage is 13,800. But what's really good to see here is the chance to shock at 37%. So you're going to be constantly causing electrocute damage with this sniper rifle. 37%. I fail to see how you're not going to be causing massive amounts of damage with that. Je suis en champ. Qui est le bibliothèque? So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it's French, it's red text, and that's what that somebody could probably write in the comments below what that actually means. Plus 140% critical hit damage. Being a sniper rifle, that's going to come in handy, and deals a bonus elemental damage, so that's all good there as well. So moving on, we move on to this one, which is Miss Moxie's Creamer. So this is a nice big fat ass RPG. You can see Miss Moxie here on the front. Again, keeping the same kind of colour theme as the rest of the weapons. And this is the Creamer. So we take a look at the damage here. It's 856,873. Accuracy 75.3%. So it's fairly accurate for an RPG. Fire rate 1.1. Reload speed 7 seconds. Magazine size of 2. Miss Moxie's Creamer, non-dairy. Deals bonus explosive damage. So this thing is quite powerful. Scary. So whatever explosive damage you cause with this, you're going to get returned in health. So if you're fighting a big boss, you might want to crack one of these out. Okay, moving on now to a pistol. Ooh, this is a bit close. This is Miss Moxie's Rubi. A Mad Moxie there, and you can see her again on the side there. So it's quite a nice little pistol. So I am personally, I actually really like pistols. It's one of my favourite weapon choices in the game, so I always like pistols. Miss Moxie's Rubi, damage 29,462. So the damage on this is actually really quite good for a pistol. Accuracy 93.3%. So it's quite accurate. A fire rate of 2.8, reload speed 2.1, magazine size of 8. Burn damage 16,598, and a chance to ignite is 15%. So it's all good here on the stats: damage, accuracy, fire rate, reload, and the elemental effect here. But whenever I'm caught between two evils, I take the one I've never tried. So there we go. High elemental effect chance, but that's quite true. 15%, that's quite good. Consumes 2 ammo per shot, so you're going to be shooting off 4 shots, and deals bonus elemental damage. So this one's quite a good one to use if you don't want to take up one of your main weapon slots with a powerful weapon. You just want to use a quick pick me up and getting your health back with a pistol, then this one's a really good one. Certainly one of my favourites. Okay, moving on to the last of the weapon types. This one's a shotgun, Miss Moxie's Heartbreaker. You can see here Mad Moxie written on the barrel, a picture of Miss Moxie at the back stock there. So again, this one doesn't actually have any sights on it, so it looks straight down like that. But it's still a good shotgun. There's a special effect with this shotgun, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Damage 15,354 times 10, so the damage is quite healthy. The accuracy, well, it's a shotgun. I don't really listen to the accuracy or look at the accuracy when it comes to a shotgun, because quite frankly it's a shotgun, so it's not going to be like a sniper rifle. Fire rate 3.3, the fire rate's quite healthy. Reload speed 3.7, it's quite quick. Magazine size of 8. Burn damage 13,831.7, so it's got a low chance to ignite, but still it's not too unhealthy. That's still quite good there. I don't want to set the world on fire in the red text. Plus 50% critical hit damage, highly effective versus flash, because it's a Hyperion weapon. Firing increases accuracy. So this one's a bit like the conference call. When you fire the first shot, it's going to go flying up, but then as you keep firing, it's going to keep its accuracy up better and better the more you fire. So that one's quite a good one to use. I use this one quite a lot because I like shooting the crap out of enemies with shotguns. So Miss Moxie's Heartbreaker there, and that one's quite a nice one to use. So that's all of the weapons. Well, nearly all of the weapons. We've got one more here. This one's the oh, that's a bit close. The Incendiary Kiss of Death. Grenade damage 138,000 times 4. Spawns 4 child grenades at 39,766 burn damage per second. It takes 2 to get 1 in trouble. Now, the Incendiary Kiss of Death is a transfusion grenade. When you throw this, it blows up, it causes damage, and then you get that damage back as health. So it's basically a transfusion grenade, like any other transfusion grenade. And there's nothing really special to note about it, but it is a Miss Moxie grenade. So if you get hold of one of these, you will know that it's a Miss Moxie grenade. So this one can come quite in handy. If you don't want to use the weapons, the guns themselves, you can use a grenade like this to get your health back up. Now, moving on to the very last item is Moxie's Endowment. Now, this relic you can get hold of by doing, I think it's a Mordecai mission. I can't remember, but check the details below in the description to be sure. And this one's really good if you want to try and level up a character. If you can get hold of one of these, it comes in really handy. So the Moxie's Endowment, XP gained from combat plus 8.8%. This is the level 55 version. And of course that's quite a good little bonus to your XP. Increases experience gained by killing enemies. So every time you kill an enemy, you're going to be getting an extra 8.8% with this relic. So that can come in quite handy if you're trying to build up a character a bit more quickly. So we've gone over all the weapons themselves, and what we're going to do now is we're going to cut and we're going to go straight to somewhere nice where there's lots of enemies, and we're going to show you just how effective all these weapons can be. So I will see you in a moment. Okay folks, so I've come to opportunity to shoot some loaders. Now bear in mind I am in true Vault Hunter mode, so the enemies are around about 50 rank, or just over 50. But with the Heartbreaker shotgun, when you fire the weapon, you'll see that it, well, maybe not that one, but when you fire the weapon, the grouping of the shots is in a heart shape, which is quite cute, I think. And it's quite effective, close range enemies, close to medium range. But as with any shotgun, long range shots are going to be a bit hit and miss. So we're not going to actually show you this shotgun in the game, because it's pretty much like the conference call. So it's quite good, it's quite powerful, but it's probably not as powerful as the conference call. Now we're going to take a look at the Hot Hail. This is my least favourite assault rifle, but it might not be for you. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it's the way it fires that annoys me. So you can see you're aiming down the sights, and projectiles actually go flying for miles. So you might be aiming at close enemies and you'll be completely missing unless you point the gun there. But other than that, it's probably quite a good rifle for some people. But for me, I don't like it because, quite frankly, it doesn't really go where I want it to aim. But that's the Hot Hail. So I'm going to switch that out for the Hot Kitten, and the Heartbreaker I'm going to switch out for the Rubi. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Hot Kitten. Now I quite like this assault rifle because it's got quite a wide spread, so if you're going to a room and you want to clear a room out, particularly on flesh enemies, then it's quite a good choice because the bullet spread is quite wide. As you can see there. So let's go find some bad guys to annoy. As you can see from shooting that little flying thing, my health is regen from shots from that. So that's the... stop that guy shooting at me. Hot Kitten. Quite widespread, but it's quite good. And it's got quite a good high damage ratio. Now I'll quickly show you the Rubi. Got quite a good amount of damage on it from a pistol. There's my way down. So there we go, the health is regenning quite nicely on that one. Those guys are angry. So I'm going to switch that out for the Creamer, and this is quite a good rocket launcher to get you back up when you're down and in trouble. Now I'm not going to show you both the Bad Touch and the Good Touch because they both pretty much work in the same way. So I'm just going to show you how the Bad Touch works, which is good for against robots because of course it's corrosive damage there. And we're going to go over the Chère-amie, and of course the Incendiary Kiss of Death, which is a transfusion grenade. So, we're going to move on to the Bad Touch now, I think. Get rid of this super badass guy. So as you can see, I melted his face off there and regenerated a little bit. Oh my god, there's another guy. No, I've gone down. So, we'll take him out. Health check from him. I did shoot the foreman guy while I was here and dropped a legendary shield, so I'm going to pick that up. Let's go and find some more trouble. So the Bad Touch is quite good against robots, I have to say, and now we're going to switch to the sniper rifle, the Chère-amie. Hello you. You see all the health coming in there. It's a badass. Where'd he go? He's run away. I wasn't expecting that. There we go, we took them enemies out without too much trouble, but it is only a true Vault Hunter mode. Where's he gone hiding? There he is. Hello. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the Creamer and see if we can't pulverise the crap out of these rather large badass loaders. So Miss Moxie's Creamer. Let's see if we can get up there. Up here, I think. $1.4 million damage. Put the shield on. Boom! Bye bye, bad guy. So as you can see, the enemy has been literally creamed with this rocket launcher. So it's quite a good little rocket launcher. Now the one thing I haven't shown so far, this is the Incendiary Kiss of Death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the shield. I'm just going to find some enemies that are going to hurt me. We'll go this way. And then we're going to chuck the transfusion grenade and see how well it works. pretty much like any other transfusion grenade. But might as well show you while we're here. Find some bloody bad guys. Oh, this there. There we go. So there you go. You can see the health popping up. Won't be damage me. There we go. A couple of transfusion grenades out there. See all that health is coming in. Get rid of you. So now we have seen pretty much all the weapons. I think we've covered all the weapons. The bad touch, pretty much the same as a good touch, as like I said. The Chère-amie is quite a good little sniper rifle with electric damage. The Rubi, nice little pistol, and the Creamer, which you saw, has decimated the enemy. The good touch is pretty much the same as the bad touch. The Hot Kitten, widespread, but quite a good little rifle for clearing rooms. The Hot Hail, it's quite nice, but it's very difficult to aim. The Heartbreaker, it's a good little shotgun, has a closed grouping like in the shape of a heart, so that's quite novel and interesting on that one there. We've also already had a look at the Incendiary Kiss of Death. It's quite an effective little transfusion grenade, and I don't have the Moxie's Endowment on because I'm already at level 61, so there's no point in me having that on, but it does work quite effectively if you're a lower end character, and this one can be picked up from a Mordecai mission, I believe. So I think that's all the Moxie weapons covered. Yeah, so there it is, folks. That's all the Miss Moxie weapons covered there. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you want to get any of these weapons, then check the details in the description. Thanks for watching, and take care.